move, megastar Britney Spears is preparing to comment on the details surrounding her conservatorship. She's set to appear virtually in front of a Los Angeles County judge this afternoon. The court-ordered program has been in place for the past 13 years, putting her father in control of her business ventures and finances. A separate conservator manages her personal affairs, like whether or not she can get married and how often she visits her kids. Attorney Mark Reichel joining us now live to explain what a conservatorship really is and how it all works. Welcome back to Fox 40 News at 11.
Nice to be here.
The latest figures from AARP show 1.5 million American adults are actually under guardianship or conservatorship in this country. There are three types: general, limited, and the LPS or Lantern and Petra short conservatorship. But what is one of these arrangements really supposed to do exactly?
Well, the law in California and almost every state actually for conservatorships is actually kind of simple. It basically says if you're not able to care for yourself, which really means to know better than to come in out of the rain, if you can't feed and clothe yourself or prevent yourself from not having mental breakdowns and not taking your medication, anyone actually can come forward and petition a court to make a finding that you need this type of help, and a conservatorship actually takes a guardianship for you on all matters, just about every aspect of your life. It's supposed to be for your benefit, by the way.
Okay. Now, most people have only heard about or started thinking about conservatorship once they learned about the Free Britney movement or saw the New York Times Framing Britney Spears documentary. Britney's dad, James, has been accused of child abuse. He's been accused of handling her money improperly, and yet he's the lead conservator in this case. Judge Brenda Penny recently denying Britney's request that Bessemer Trust be the only one looking over her finances, removing her dad from that process. But it seems kind of strange. It seems like he might not be the best person to be doing this.
You know, I don't disagree with that position you just talked about there. What this really comes down to is so many things in America come down. It's a battle of the lawyers in the courtroom. So the court appoints a lawyer for her actual individually against the conservatorship. And then the conservatorship, her father, he also has a lawyer. So those lawyers really go at it. It's an adversarial proceeding, and the lawyer has the better argument with the better facts, usually prevails. That's what's gone on so far. She has a lawyer to advocate for her, appointed by the court, who's quality. And then her father, of course, the conservator, has a lawyer as well. And so everything takes place with the lawyering. For now, though, the father's lawyer seems to, for the last several years, have been, getting the upper hand and winning this battle.
Definitely. Now, even though she wants her dad out of this picture, by the way, again, there's a separate conservator for her personal matters, Jody Montgomery, a person who could decide if she can get married or not. Even though Britney wants dad gone, she may be her own worst enemy in this case, because she herself has said that the conservatorship has, quote, rescued her from collapse, exploitation by predatory individuals, and financial ruin, and made her able to regain a position as a world-class entertainer, even though she hasn't really had performance plans since 2019. So if you can say that it saved you, how do you still make the case that you're solid enough to get out from under it?
You just made the argument that the attorney for the conservator will be making, actually, is that, look, she's undermining her own argument by saying, thank gosh. So as a result, they're going to take that into consideration. But also, the judicial officer, the judge, is going to be neutral and try to really figure out in the long run what's best for her in regard to the money and so forth in the trust account.
If you're a family not living in the spotlight, how do you know you might need to start this process for someone you love?
Well, actually, all county mental health, there's actually a public guardian in almost every county. And that's an agency. It's a big agency, and you can contact them and explain the situation to them. And the public guardian can actually give you advice about your family member. Any estate lawyer as well, or guardianship lawyer, can give you that type of advice. And you just want to look into whether or not it's come to the point where they can no longer care for themselves, and they may do something that's harmful either economically or individually to themselves.
All righty. Well, thank you for explaining all of this to us. All eyes will be on that SoCal courtroom. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.